Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Daily Trader with Kevin Hincks. I'm Kevin Hincks. I have two paper money trades for you today on two high-profile names with big news next week. Next week, in chronological order, we're going to look at Supermicro, and then we're going to look at Nvidia. That has Tuesday and Wednesday, respectively, have news coming out in both those names. We'll look at paper money trades in both those names today. Let's get to first Supermicro. Now, February 25th is the deadline for them to file all their paperwork to not get delisted by the NASDAQ. Now, the stock is rallying. If you look at 1 month, it's up 78% in the last month. But Tuesday's a big day. So it could be good news, it could be bad news. We have no idea what that news will be. So in the case of Supermicro, this is a paper money trade that you might put on if you're looking for movement in either direction, and it is the long iron condor. Now, because I want movement in after this event coming up next week, I'm giving myself more duration, which means I'm going out to the March 7th expiration. And I'm buying, if you look at the expected move out to March 7th, it's about $15. Almost $16. So what I looked at here, traders like to round, so I rounded to about $60 where the stock is trading. I did the 70-75 call vertical in the March 7th, 70-75 call vertical where the short strike is in line with the expected move. Then I did the 50-45 put vertical where the short 45 put is in line with the expected move. The debit on that is about $2.50 where we put it in. It's trading right about there, $2.45 right now, right around $2.50. And what this does, this pays theta. We talk about collecting theta a lot. This is actually paying theta. The risk on this trade is the debit paid if the stock stays range bound. You are looking for a move in Supermicro to $75 on the upside, up $15 over the next, what is it? Today, March 7th expiration is 14 days from today. You're looking for a move either to $75 on the upside or $45 on the downside. And so that is the long iron condor. It's not the range bound, it's the opposite of a range bound trade. And remember, the risk on a long iron condor is the debit paid. And the max gain, you're looking for one of these spreads to go to $5. You're long a $5 call vertical and a $5 put vertical. All right, there's the move. There's the trade in Supermicro setting up for Tuesday's event. Now, the second trade of the day, Nvidia. That has earnings coming out next Wednesday, the 26th of February after the close. Implied volatilities are higher, as you know. So what we want to do is take advantage of that difference between the implied volatilities. I'll tell you what they are. Right now, the February 28th, the event implied volatility is 79, and the March 7th, the next week, is about a 67. That may expand a little more going into next week ahead of that earnings, but if you wanted to put this on today, you could. And so what I looked at is the March 7th paper money, March 7th, buying the 140 call, the at-the-money call, and the expected move for next week, about $12.45. So then I went in and sold the February 28th into the event, the 150 call, so a $10 call diagonal in Nvidia. The debit on that is about $5. It's trading about $4.60 now as Nvidia has eased back down. So you're buying a $10 call diagonal, paying about $4.60 if that's where it's trading. Remember, the risk on this trade is the debit paid. That's the risk on a call diagonal. You're looking for a move up towards the 150 strike. That is inside the expected move for all of next week. That implied volatility, like I said, is about a 79 with the March 7th being about a 67. So there is dispersion between those two volatilities. The risk on this call diagonal is whatever the debit is paid, but unlike a calendar spread, the profit graph will go up and stay higher. Why? Because you've got a $10 call vertical embedded in that calendar spread, thus making the diagonal. So 2 trades today, playing for movement in either direction in Supermicro and a bullish call diagonal in Nvidia. That's our show for today, everyone. We'll see you next week with more paper money trades on the Daily Trader. I'm Kevin Hincks.